Hi guys, Purple Plant Lady here again, and today's video is going to be kind of like a, what can we call it, a little competition. So the plants have competed and I've come up with a couple categories. The first category is the ease of care, how easy it is to take care of the house plant. You know, is it cause any anxiety or is it just, a relatively peaceful plant? The second category will be pretty to look at, the prettiest one, the one that's, most pleasing to the eye. And then the third category would be, let me see what I called it. Besides the ease of care and the way the most unique looking plant, something that you don't see every day. And then finally, I have a category kind of like a plant alternative. If you can't, if you have a plant that has a little high maintenance and you don't want to trust yourself with taking care of that particular plant, or the conditions in your home might not be conducive to that plant, then there might be a little bit of a plant alternative, something that looks similar, has a similar feel or color. So let's start out with, I guess let's start out with prettiest to look at. So because it's actually one of the plants is actually right there on the little stand. And so for prettiest to look at, there were two plants that I found myself looking at more than the others that I have in my collection. And that one would be this oxalis, triangularis, or the purple shamrock. And then the other one was an angel wing begonia. No, I'm sorry, not angel wing begonia. I'll take that back. An angel wing senencio, I think it is. It's spelled Senecio. And those were the two prettiest plants that I had that I found myself looking at. So I will insert a picture of my angel wing because I have a sad story for that plant. She's actually outside. I call her Angel, but she seems to have picked up a case of spider mite, and so I'm going to treat it and try and hope and pray that I can get that plant free of that pest. I didn't think that pest was, attracted to that plant because when I read about the plant, it didn't say anything about, that pest with that plant. So anyway, back to prettiest to look at. So this plant is one that's pretty simply because of its the color and its interesting shaped leaves. They look like flying like butterflies in flight. So this plant, if you have it in your collection, you'll find yourself looking at this one because it's just so unique and so pretty. And at nighttime when they fall down, they still have a lot of interest. The fact that it moves in the morning, it wakes back up. I've actually seen this plant move. I've looked at it, and you'll see when one plant is closing at night, it'll kind of shake a little bit like this, and you'll see it. And it's first it's kind of freaky, but then you realize, oh, okay, this is just the plant moving. So yeah, this is won the award for the prettiest plant, the one that you'll find yourself looking at. All right, so we're moving along to the next category, ease of care. Now this one, hold on for a second. I'm gonna see if I can. A couple of plants made the cut for this. So, in fact, there's one right here. This is a very easy plant to take care of. This is a Chinese evergreen, red Siam, I think it is. A red Siamese, I forget. Someone told me what it was, and I can't remember right now. But this plant. First of all, you just water this plant and leave it alone, and it's fine. It has two new leaves. Well, one new leaf right here, and then this one is coming out. And when I got this plant, I watered it like once. I left it in the dark. It's been in this room, because I'm trying to, see if it'll unfurl faster. But it was out in the dark. Our living room is pretty dark because our windows are usually shut. And it doesn't have any problems at all. So it's just a really, really easy plant. But also in this category is one of my favorite plants. It's become my favorite plants. Is my rubber plant. This plant, let me tell you, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. It has these pink, variegated leaves, and they're shiny, and not only that, but they grow really fast. Let me see. This is a new leaf right here. Let me see if I find the other one. This was a new leaf. And they get really big really fast. I've only had this plant for like I'd say no more than 3.5, 4 weeks. And if you can see, there's a new leaf gonna come out there. There's another one, baby one right there. It's just a very easy plant to take care of. When I say easy, I mean it's easy. You water it, leave it alone. It dries out. It's dry right now, and they're all gonna get watered tomorrow, no later than tomorrow. But this one is very easy. And for the final plant in this category, and I'll tell you which one I think won after that, is this plant. And this family of plant. Now this plant is very beautiful to look at too, but it's just so luscious and scrumptious looking. The leaves are so thick and just wonderful, and it grows really fast. There's a baby leaf right here. Each one has like a little baby leaf coming out. There's a baby leaf right there. This is a peperomia. I think this is a peperomia variegata, obtusifolia. I think that's how you pronounce it. But this plant is also very easy. So you water it, let it go. It likes a little bit. Both of these plants like light, so I have them underneath a grow light, next to a window, because it's a window that doesn't get much light. There's lots of trees in that window. So but these two are very easy. So as far as the winner of these ease of care, okay, I would have to say, because of the fact that this plant grows the fastest. This plant, it grows, it's just not really fast. And this grows too, but it's not fast. I would say this one, my rubber tree, has won, because it grows really fast and it's really easy to take care of. It's also very attractive. So winner of that category of ease of care would be the rubber tree. You just have to dust it. And I got some leaf shine to take care of this plant. So, and I love this plant. I'm surprised, because I was like, oh, it's a rubber plant. Okay. Everybody has a rubber plant, but I love that plant. Okay, now for the next category, which would be, what did I say? Oh, most unique looking. Well, I'll insert a shot of the second one, but this one right here I find unique looking. This plant, this is my pinstripe calathea, or prayer plant. This plant is unique because I've never seen a plant that had such what's the word I'm looking for? It's just very specific and very almost strategic markings. And I know a lot of the prayer plants are like this. This is just the one I found most unique looking in this category, because it has like a pinstripe and it's pink, and the leaves are so dark green, and then the back it's just a lot going on with this plant. And then the plant moves up at nighttime. It closes up like it's praying, and then it opens up in the day, so it's still daylight here because they're somewhat open. And then their leaves, when they're coming out, they unravel. I don't know if you can see the new leaf down here. There it is. It looks like a little straw right there. Let's see if I get some light. That right there. And so it unfurls, and this one's still trying to unfurl, because it's backing the rest of the leaves, because it's still unfurling. It took its time. It looks like it's crimped on the edges, but I'm thinking after some time it will open up like the other leaves. Hopefully. So that's one plant, and I will insert the next plant. It's like I said, the other unique plant that was also in the prettiest plant category was my angel wing Senencio, or Senecchio. I don't know how to pronounce that, but it's outside for treatment, so I'll have to insert a photo. And that plant is very pretty and furry. I've never seen a furry white plant. So as far as unique goes, I'm thinking it's these two have tied. So my calathea and my angel wing tied for first place for that. And finally, my last category I think I will do would be, I'm going to pause here for a second so I can get the other plant. Okay, so as far as plant alternatives, if you like caladiums, but you don't have enough humidity, or something is wrong, like my caladium has suffered something. I don't know what it is, what it needed more light, or whether it needed more humidity. I wasn't sure. I gave it water, kept it moist, but the leaves kept on drooping. So they're a little bit more finicky and harder to take care of, at least in my opinion. And an alternative I would think to get to that plant would be this arrowhead, because this arrowhead has similar, it has color on the leaves if you want to get the pink one. The leaves are pretty large, and it's just a really pretty plant. I think that it would work as an alternative to the caladium, which I'll insert a picture of the caladium. Now, the leaves aren't going to get as big, and this plant has a trailing habit, but as far as, a somewhat similar aesthetic, I think that you could use this, and it's definitely easier to take care of. This plant just needs to be watered. It doesn't need a lot of light. It just does its thing. It's growing. It's happy. It's not hard to keep it happy. The caladium, I found I had a very difficult time keeping it happy. Even though I love the look of the leaves and it's very pretty. I think this one is definitely a good alternative. If you have a problem keeping your prayer plant, I've heard people had problems with this, and I don't know. The only reason why I don't think I have a problem with it, hopefully, is because it's still summertime. And so this plant apparently likes a lot of humidity, and if you have problems with it, I think that an alternative to this plant would be the rubber plant. Because the leaves are they're bigger, and it gets much bigger, but it's a similar look or similar aesthetic to my prayer plant. So if you're looking for easy and pretty, rubber plant fits the bill. If you want some airy, colorful, big, unique looking leaves, just like the caladium, I think that the arrowhead fits the bill. So hopefully you've enjoyed this video. You can tell me what you think, if you agree with my estimations, if you have the same plants, if you think that the rubber plant is very easy to take care of, or if you think that caladiums are not as hard as it looks, or the prayer plant. You can just let me know. Hope you enjoy this video. If you like, subscribe, comment, share. And I look forward to seeing you guys again soon.